everybody, happy Wednesday. Kimberly here. Wanted to do a quick video for Debbie because when I did my entry the other day with my dolls and stuff, I had mentioned books and she said she wanted to see some of them. But before I show them, I wanted to let everybody know I have spoken with Nicole and she is doing well, but she still needs our prayers. It's a long road of recovery, so please everybody continue to pray for her and uplift her in your prayers, and she appreciates our prayers. And Nicole, we love you very much, and the couple videos you've made have been lovely to see you, and we want to keep seeing you. So whenever you're up to it, make us a little video, but not until you're up to it. You got to take care of you. We love you, Nicole. All right, now these are some of the books from my childhood, but before I show them, I did mention about this pin from my grandmother. Now this one year for Christmas, I received a jewelry box, and this was the actual box that was in my jewelry box. And inside of it was this little tiny doll pin. I don't know, she's maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. And there's a little pin on her back so you can wear her. She has little underwear and everything. Isn't that the sweetest? That's my little pin from my grandma. So here are just some of my childhood books that I have. I grabbed, this is probably one of my early books. I used to read this in my room when I was, I don't know, like 2 or 3. I started reading when I was 2. I have always loved to read. And I had a few others of these that were spiral bound like this. I've got to find them. But anyway, these were just really simple little early read books. And then these two, actually, the Strange Story of Oliver Jones and Andrew Henry's Meadow, were actually my brother's books, which I really loved. And at one point he was getting rid of things, and I kind of snatched these out. The Strange Story of Oliver Jones is actually a story of a little boy who had very, very fair skin. He's very, very white. I mean, like Snow White. And he was very proud of that. And so he brags about it. Anyway, he wakes up one morning all black. And he's shocked. And he doesn't know what to do. And then there's a voice in the room where there's nobody there. So it's just like his conscience telling him that, have you really changed even though your color has changed? And he discovers that you shouldn't make a fuss over the color of your skin. That the inside of you is what is important to people, not the cover you're in. So I've always loved that book since I was a little girl. And then Andrew Henry's Meadow is the story of these children who, it starts out, of course, with Andrew Henry. He loves to build things, and he's always making contraptions and gadgets, and they're getting bigger and bigger, so his mother, father just decided to tell him not to do that anymore. He's building too many things, so he goes to a meadow and he builds. And then as time goes by, he ends up building all these different houses for his friends, and the parents are shocked that all their children have disappeared. So he's built all these like different houses, and it's really cute because they're all based upon like the boy who likes to fish. He has like a fishing area. And the girl who loved birds has a tree house, and it's really cute. So when all the parents go looking for them and find them, and they come home, of course his parents are now really happy to let him build in the basement. I've always loved that book. And then for Christmas books, this is actually a very special book my father had made for me. My father and I did not have the best relationship. I'll stop there, but this is actually something that was very generous. This is where you would put in, your name would be inserted, and your best friend, and your pet, and your siblings and stuff, and it's really funny because it's all like typed, like with a typewriter, which cracks me up. I don't know if it has the year that it was done. Oh yeah, 1973, so I was 4. So I think that's really funny. And then Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree is one of my all-time favorite Christmas books. I actually have a couple more copies. A few years ago, I was at a bookshop. It wasn't a bookshop, it was like a tent sale for books. And they had about 10 or 11 of these, just brand new, in a basket. And I bought them all, and I've slowly given them away at Christmas. Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree. I don't know how old this book is. It's old. Let's see what year it is. 1963. It's really sweet. He's a very wealthy man who gets his Christmas tree delivered. You know, the butler brings it and they put it in, and the top is just a little too tall. So they cut it off, and that part is given to the upstairs maid, and then they put the tip from hers, because it bends in her room too, and then it's thrown in the garbage, and the gardener sees that and takes it home to his wife, and it just keeps happening. The tip keeps getting cut off, and slowly a bear gets that tip. That's more of the bear. And then a fox. And everybody keeps getting it, and the tip is big. And the bunnies. And then the mouse. And my favorite line of the whole book is here. Wasn't it grand to have a tree exactly like Mr. Willoughby? And see, there's the mouse family in the hole next to Mr. Willoughby's tree, and he's in his chair, and they've got the very tip of the tree. That's my favorite Christmas book. And then here's my childhood Bible. I still have this. I used to spend hours reading this. Love, love, love this. And then another picture book. I would love to have all of the Anton Be books. This is the only one I think I have. They are very, very well written. They're actually a British series. There's all the other listings of the books. But they are written so that an adult reads the black words. Oh, this one. Yeah, and then the children, well, how we did it was the red words. But this one, all the red words are different countries, and they're really sweet. They're friends. The Ant and the Bee are friends, and they just kind of travel all over. But this one is around the world, and so it just highlights other countries. And so they go to Spain, and anyway, Arabia, Russia. I love Ant and Bee books. I would love to one day get, this is the original, like from 1960 or something. They did re-come out with them again in the 90s, and I didn't realize it. They're just really hard to find, or very expensive if you do find them, but I love Anton Be. And then when I got a little older and got into chapter books, I think in kindergarten, I got this from like our Scholastic Book Club, and you can tell it was very well loved and well read. Love Ramona and her sister Beezus and Ramona's doll Chevrolet. If you've never read Ramona Quimby, she's hysterical. I was just trying to see if there was a date in here when this one was written, because this is old. But this was my book I got, I think, in kindergarten. Love Ramona. And then Secret of Miranda's Closet, I probably got like in first grade. This is actually a hysterical story because, you know, it was the 70s and the women's movement was going on. And Miranda's mom did not want to raise her in the stereotypical girl fashion, so she gave her things like cars and trucks to play with. And Miranda would go to this older woman's house to be babysat, I think, after school. Oh, it's been years. Anyway, she went up in her attic one day and found this trunk with a doll in it. And let me see if there's a picture of the doll. Anyway, so the woman let her take it home, so she had to play with it way in the back of her closet because her mother was always, you know, very proud of the fact that her daughter was not a stereotypical girl. And yet here her daughter loved dolls. And so at the end, her mother does accept the fact that she loves dolls. I've always loved that book. But then I couldn't take them all down because as I was looking, my chapter books, I have a lot of books. There's my Little House on the Prairie set. I also love, love, love Betsy Haywood books. I have quite a few of them. Those are the B is for Betsy and Eddie and Robert Rose the River. And I think there was a C is for Cupcake. I don't know if I have that one. Those are old books. I have my original Mary Poppins books. Heidi. Up here, this is if anybody has seen the Nanny McPhee movie, these are the books that the Nanny McPhee movie is based on. They're the Nurse Matilda books. What else do I have here? Oh, C.S. Lewis. My all-time #1 favorite book from the time I read it, and I can't remember if I was like 8 or 9. To Kill a Mockingbird is my all-time #1 favorite book. And then... So, Atticus, when I said about Malachi, my husband does not like the name Atticus. If I ever had a son, I wanted to name him Atticus Finley. I wouldn't name him Atticus Finch, but there's something about the character Atticus Finch that I just have always embraced that character. Love, love, love To Kill a Mockingbird. I know Harper Lee had or has a new book either coming out or recently come out, and it's Scout as an adult, and Scout was the little girl in this book, and I really need to get that because I love, love, love. That's my little basket from Ethiopia. And then this shelf also has childhood books, you know, Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, and then I have the Streckfield books. Noel Streckfield wrote ballet shoes, theater shoes, dancing shoes. I don't know, Pollyanna. Oh, there's my fairy books, the green, red, yellow, and blue fairy books. Yeah, just a lot of fun. I have another Ramona book there. Other Beverly Cleary books are there. So yeah, I love books, as you can tell. And I did get rid of quite a few of my children's books when I moved here, but I still have several. So that's what I wanted to show everybody quickly, and I hope everybody's having a lovely day. And looking forward to the weekend, ladies. It's been a busy week, but very productive. Got quite a bit of painting done on Mirama. She's on the drying stand right now, or I'd show you her setup. But hoping to work on her tomorrow. I don't think I'll get to her today, but been a very productive week. And so anyway, I hope everybody's having a blessed day. We love you, Nicole. Rest. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you soon, my friend. Brandon, give her a kiss and a hug from me, but be gentle with the hug. Anyway, everybody, hugs, love, and blessings to all. Thank you. Bye-bye.